Sometimes, there are days when life feels like an endless gray sky. The world you once knew, vibrant and colorful, now seems draped in a dull mist, and every step forward feels heavy and uncertain. You wake up, go through the motions, but somewhere deep inside, there's a hollow ache, a sense that something essential is missing. Perhaps you've lost your way, or maybe you can't even remember what it felt like to have a purpose. In these moments, it's easy to believe you're alone, drifting through a world that moves on without you. But you are not alone, and your story isn't over. Let me tell you about a young man named Elias. Elias once had dreams that sparkled like stars in the night sky. He imagined himself traveling the world, learning languages, meeting new people, and making a difference. But as the years passed, those dreams faded. Life became a series of routines. Wake, work, sleep, repeat. The weight of expectations, his own and those of others, pressed down on him. One day, he realized he could not remember the last time he had felt joy. Everything felt hollow, as if he were a ghost haunting his own life. One evening, unable to sleep, Elias wandered out of his apartment and down the quiet streets of his city. The world was silent, the traffic lights blinking on empty corners, the storefronts closed and dark. He walked until he reached a small park where mist curled around the benches and trees. He sat down, feeling the ache in his chest, the heaviness in his limbs, and for a moment, he let himself feel the full weight of his emptiness. But then he noticed something. In the silence, he heard the gentle sound of water trickling. There, just beyond the path, was a small fountain, its waters cascading in endless motion. Elias walked over and watched the water, mesmerized by how it tumbled over the stones, never stopping, never questioning. It simply flowed, always moving forward. A thought struck him. Perhaps life, too, is about movement. Not always knowing where you're going, not always understanding the purpose, but moving forward, even if only a little at a time. He sat by the fountain for a long while, letting the cool night air wash over him, listening to the gentle music of the water. For the first time in a long time, he felt a glimmer of peace. The next day, Elias decided to do something different. He didn't have the energy or clarity to make grand plans, but he could take a small step. He went to a cafe he had never visited before, ordered a coffee, and sat by the window watching the people pass by. He noticed the barista's warm smile, the couple laughing at a nearby table, the old man reading his newspaper. Each person, he realized, carried their own story, their own struggles and dreams. He was not as alone as he felt. As days turned into weeks, Elias began to seek out moments of connection. He started volunteering at a local animal shelter, where the simple act of caring for abandoned dogs and cats brought him a sense of purpose. The animals didn't need him to have all the answers. They just needed kindness, patience, and a gentle hand. Gradually, Elias discovered that giving, even in small ways, brought light into his own life. He found comfort in the routine of feeding the animals, walking them, cleaning their spaces. Each wagging tail and grateful purr was a reminder that he mattered, that he could make a difference, however small. The emptiness inside him began to fill, not with sudden joy, but with a quiet sense of meaning. One day, a shy dog named Luna arrived at the shelter. She was trembling, afraid of every noise and every touch. Elias felt drawn to her, seeing in her eyes a reflection of his own fear and longing. He spent hours sitting by her kennel, speaking softly, offering treats, never forcing her to come closer. Day by day, Luna inched nearer, until finally, she rested her head on his knee. In that moment, Elias felt a surge of warmth. He had earned her trust, her fragile hope. It was as if, by helping Luna heal, he was healing himself. Elias learned that meaning in life is not something grand or distant. It's found in small acts of kindness, in moments of connection, in the courage to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. He understood that it's normal to feel lost sometimes, to question your purpose, to wonder if you matter. But in reaching out to others, in caring for the world around you, you can rediscover your own worth. Over time, Elias's world regained its color. He still had days when the gray mist returned, when old doubts whispered in his ear. But now he knew how to find his way back, by seeking out the small joys, by helping others, by letting himself feel and heal. He realized that life is not about never feeling lost or empty. It's about what you do when those feelings come. It's about holding on, taking a breath, and trusting that even on the darkest nights, the dawn will come. If you are listening to this, and you feel that life is meaningless, empty, or lost, know that your feelings are real and valid. You are not broken, and you are not alone. Like Elias, you can begin with a single step, a small act of kindness, a moment of connection, a pause to listen to your own heart. It's okay to ask for help, to lean on others, to let yourself be cared for. Healing is not a straight line, and meaning is not a destination. It's something you create day by day in the choices you make, the love you share, and the hope you hold on to. Remember, even when you feel empty, you are still here. Your story continues, and there are new chapters yet to be written. Somewhere, someone may be waiting for your smile, your kindness, your presence. The world needs you, even if you can't see it right now. So take a breath. Allow yourself to move forward, even if only a little at a time. The meaning you seek may be closer than you think, woven into the quiet moments, the gentle acts, the simple joys. In time, you will find your way, and your heart and soul will heal.